Good morning, evening, or afternoon. This is a message from Spirit. And I'm going to use these archetype cards from Carolyn Mace to see what archetype we're working with. Here we go. It is just the light and shadow attribute. It's just the blank card. That always comes out first. I think it's just a way of clearing. Ooh, the alchemist. We're working with the alchemist. We're becoming the magician or the alchemist. We already sort of are. We already are. It's just we're becoming better at it, and we're true light and true creation is coming in as we clear whatever we need to clear, so that everything that we want just flows to us. The essence in different form. Okay, do we have any other archetypes that we're working with? So the alchemist light attribute is transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Neat. And the shadow attribute is misuse of the power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. Okay. Is there any other archetype that we're working with? Ooh, I have two more came out. One is just the clear one. And the other is child and nature. Ooh, I like it. This is your spirit. This is like most closely connected. How we can open it up. Friendship with animals, communication with nature spirits. That's the light attribute. The shadow attribute is a tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. Okay. So we're just going to stay with those two, the alchemist and child and nature. We'll see what else we get. We're going to now take some from the tarot, from the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, to get more information about the alchemist and child nature. We have 4 cards. We have the moon, Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. Get some wisdom of the oracle cards too, so I can see what the overall message is. I think we are still integrating some energies and getting ready to move forward on our new path. But we're still integrating some energies, and that's the alchemy, the transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So maybe you're not sure, completely sure, and that would be the moon too, of what direction you're going in, or what you're trying to create, or what you're trying to bring through. Maybe you're not sure about that, because some energies are still integrating. We're moving into this new world, leaving the old world behind. And this is a new way of being where we come down into our hearts and into our spirits, and we just allow our spirit to speak, to move, to create. We let our spirit come first, and our mind kind of takes a back seat. This is very Jungian too. Carl Jung said that our mind should serve our spirit, or something like that. But we've been doing it the opposite way. We've been having our mind lead, and look where that got us. So, this is a new way of being in the world. And so we have to learn it. We have to learn how to do it. And we can do it best when we go out in nature, because then we get in tune with our own nature. So you can take walks out in nature, play with your animals, garden, just connect with nature in whatever way you do that. Go out into the ocean, maybe go on a kayak, or whatever you do to connect with nature. That's going to help you connect with your spirit. And then we have some more cards. I just want to get some wisdom from the oracle. Maybe we'll read these ones first. No, I want to do this first. Okay. Truth be told. That's upside down, so we have the protection message too. And are there any others? I believe that's about your truth being told. We each have our own truth from our life experiences that we've had. And we all need each other. Ooh, that one dropped. Loyal heart. We've been getting these ones, truth be told and loyal heart. So, oops. Clean it up. Also upside down. Yeah, and that's under the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups was upside down, so let's see what that message is about. Okay, so we have these two in the middle, the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm going to get a little more information about the moon, just in case there's anything else there. I think that's being unclear about, that's the energies kind of integrating and being a little bit unclear about what is to come, what you're moving into, your new role in the world, your personal truth. That's what it has, to truth be told. Your personal truth that you're going to be bringing into the world. There's a little, still a lot of unknowns about that, because it's integrating, and it actually just comes through you, which is what I'm learning, that it comes through you and it develops. It's a process. So the moon says illusions, hidden truths, the unknown, trusting your intuition. So that's what I'm thinking too, which is this is about hidden truths and the unknown and trusting your intuition, but it's about your own personal truth and how that expresses in the world. So we're going to get the truth be told underneath that. Number 14. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. Yeah, this is your personal truth. So let me just get the protection for that one. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there's the truth. Yes, we've been reading about this. It's proclaiming your truth. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud. What is your truth? And be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? So I've been keeping a journal to be honest with myself, because I have a tendency to not see things that I don't want to see. I tend to see the good in everyone, and I don't like to see the bad or the darkness or the shadow. And sometimes we need to be able to see that in order to protect our energy, protect our peace. If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth, even if you don't like what you hear. Acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future where you no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than the truth is required now. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles. A pause, states of gratitude, reflecting on your journey, waiting to harvest the fruits of your labor, a sign to keep going. That's what I mean. We're integrating energies. We're not there. It's okay for you to not know right now. I think that's something, I think that's really key. A lot of us think that we have to know things. We say things that we say things as if we do know things, when we really don't. So can it be okay for you to not know? How can it be okay for you to not know? That can be hard for a lot of us, not knowing. There's some vulnerability there. Okay, so gratitude, reflecting on your journey. This is helping you integrate. Waiting to harvest the fruits of your labor, a sign to keep going. As I give thanks for what I am about to receive, it says for I'm about to harvest, I I know that my life is headed in the right direction. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I've been saying. Okay, and then the Knight of Pentacles. Is diligence and hard work, determination, steadfastness. Okay. And focusing, but it can be workaholic tendencies, or stagnation and feeling stuck. The affirmation is, seed by seed, I plant my future with my rock steady foundations of faith. So just knowing that it's coming and it's okay. You've planted these seeds, you've done your work, being in gratitude, connecting with nature, allowing the energies to integrate, trusting, and letting it be okay to not know. And we have Loyal Heart, so I'm going to just check that one. Loyal Heart is under the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Fidelity, loyalty, devotion. I think that's about your fidelity and loyalty to yourself and devotion to yourself. Love of self. And your goals. What matters to you. Because it's also under, yeah, oh, I pulled that other card earlier. It was, okay. So loyalty to yourself. I always say that everything means something, so that noise out there. Can be a little bit of inner conflict and a little bit of pushiness maybe, and just clearing a little bit of fight and angst, I think. It can be difficult waiting, it can be difficult not knowing, and so there's a part of us that comes up and wants to control, and it's that part that is kind of like, but just being loyal to yourself and loving of yourself and devoted to yourself and your own personal truth. And then we have the Four of Cups and Clean It Up. So the Four of Cups is, you can see it's upside down, but a little bit of dissatisfaction. Oh, as I say that, I'm actually feeling pushed, pushed to do things for others. So that feeling of being pushed to do things for others, or the way other things want me to do, that's kind of bubbling up, like really wanting to follow your own personal path, but feeling pushed from others to do certain things that you're like, do I have to? Why do I have to do this? I hate doing this, or I don't want to do this. Like, why are people making me do this? And so that's a little bit of that energy. But the Four of Cups is focusing on the negative, pessimism, a time to practice gratitude. So it's practicing gratitude, and knowing that your gifts are coming, like all of your gifts are coming, and this new way of being is coming. So it says, I see the fullness and richness of my life. We are moving into a different way of being. That is happening. And the Clean It Up is just, there's some things that we need to clean up in order to move forward. So clean and clear the way. That's number 21. Getting to the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden. Freedom from a burden. Cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. And that one's upside down, so I'm going to check out the protection message. Is it possible that you may be focusing too much on other people right now? That was what I was seeing. Trying too hard to be helpful. Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it is your calling to relieve people of their burdens, but what is the cost to you and to them? Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of their responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding an even greater strain. You are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. Yeah. This is a new way of being. So just allow yourself to feel it and settle into it. Just relax, just breathe. And whatever feelings come up, just acknowledge them and move through them with your breath. Go out in nature, you can clear that way. And as you keep becoming more and more clear of what is yours, stay in your lane. When we are love to ourselves, everything becomes clearer and we just speak our own truth, and it helps others to come together with you. And it just naturally happens. We don't have to force it or push it. It's a very different way of being. And you can trust it. But we have to move a little slower, breathe a little deeper, feel a little more, and just be in love and gratitude. Just be, just breathe. And I leave you with that.